Hey girls. I'm sitting here on Wednesday morning in our apartment in Culver City, and Megan's already on her way to work, and I'm sitting here with a list of questions from Danielle, some of which are ridiculously cheesy, and I won't be answering, but I'm going to answer the majority of them. So here it goes. First question. What is your favorite physical feature of Megan's? For me, it's the butt. She's got a great one. Always been a big fan of it. Continue to be a big fan of it. And I'm an especially big fan of it in a pair of white jeans. Next question. What is Megan's favorite physical feature of yours? And I'm pretty confident the answer to this is also the butt. So we're butt people. The next question is, what is the name of your childhood pet? We had a dog, a Shih Tzu named Lucy growing up that we had for 8 to 10 years. She was a good dog. Next question. Where did you have your first kiss? And that was in a parking garage in Santa Monica on our first date. After we met and had a couple cocktails and some bacon wrapped dates, I walked Megan back to her car and we kissed in the parking garage where, fun fact, there was a surprising amount of tongue. She caught me off guard. The first date was at Copa de Oro. That's where we met, a cocktail bar, kind of, that downtown Santa Monica area. Who said I love you first and where? I said I love you first. We were on a hike. We drove out to Malibu for the day, and I said it when we were on the hike. What is your favorite meal? For me, that's tough, but I'm going to say sushi with Mexican food a close second. My favorite cocktail is a Manhattan, which I prefer with rye whiskey, but it's also all right if you use bourbon. Number 11. What does Megan do that drives you crazy? I think the best answer is indecisiveness. Sometimes with, decisions that don't seem like a big deal, she has a really tough time deciding which, if you've ever done a wedding registry with someone, it's not the best time for that quality to come out when you're looking at 37 different types of silverware or 40 different types of drinking glasses. So we had a rough Saturday at Crate and Barrel a couple weeks ago. What do I do that drives Megan crazy? And I think at least one of the things is changing plans. She hates it when the plans change, even if it's not totally clear there ever was a plan, a firm plan to begin with, or the plan was something really simple, like we're just going to stay in on Friday and watch a movie, and something fun with friends comes up. She doesn't like it when the plan changes, regardless. So I hope you ladies are sticking to the itinerary this weekend. What was the first movie you saw together? And I thought about this for a bit. I'm not totally positive, but I'm pretty sure the first movie was Her, which we watched at my apartment, and I picked the movie, and I'm pretty sure she didn't like it. And finally, what do you love most about Megan, or what are you most looking forward to being married to Megan? Did I read that right? Yeah. So I love that Megan is a highly optimistic person. She's always great to be around. She always sees the good side in everything. It's important. It makes her Makes her nice to be around. I also like that she's tough. Pretty early on in our relationship, she she fell when she was jogging and fractured her arm, and um, she's also clumsy, and I actually kind of love that about her too, because I think it's really cute that she's clumsy. She has a rep at work for spilling her coffee. She's very much known around the office, and yeah, she spills things a lot. I like that about her too. But she fell and she fractured her arm, and she was out, you know, a mile or two from her apartment, and she got back. She walked back to her apartment. She called her dad, and he told her to go to urgent care, and so she drove herself to urgent care and got it checked out, and she was mostly okay. And I remember that they gave her some prescription painkillers, and even though she was in a lot of pain, she refused to take them because she was worried about, they're highly addictive and it's not a good thing to take. And anyway, I thought that was great. I thought, she just dealt with the pain on her own, and I like that. She's also really funny, which I think is a quality that probably doesn't come out as much until you get to know her well. She's not cracking jokes all the time, but she makes me laugh all the time. Recently, we have these bed sheets, these blue bed sheets that she's convinced get tangled more easily than our other bed sheets, which whether or not that's true, anyway. And so she hates these blue bed sheets. And then we were listening to Bob Dylan and that song "Tangled Up in Blue," and she made a joke that it reminds her of the bed sheets. The song reminds her of the bed sheets, and anyway, I laughed pretty hard at that. You kind of had to be there. She's a highly ethical person too. I see that all the time with her. She always does the right thing, always strives to do the right thing, especially with her family and friends. I notice that too, the way she treats her family and friends. I aspire to be more like her in that way, just the way she's always doing the right thing. And also, she's very confident as well. She knows who she is. She's proud of who she is. She's never embarrassed about who she is. I always think about that time she went to the Fun concert by herself. She somehow scored one free ticket, and I think a lot of people wouldn't have gone, even though it was her favorite band. Sometimes it's embarrassing or not cool to go to a concert by herself, but she thought, well, what the heck, I'm going to see it. I don't care. And I think that's great. I see that all the time with her with different things, that she just knows who she is proud of who she is, and doesn't care what people think. So that's it. That's all the questions. That wasn't as painful as I thought it was going to be. Hope you girls are having fun in Palm Springs. That's all.